Did you know that 80% of heart attacks in people over 60 could be prevented with the right nutrients? As a cardiologist with 30 years of experience, I've seen countless patients shocked to learn that heart attacks often strike without warning. Just last month, Tom, a seemingly healthy 65-year-old patient, came to my office for a routine checkup. Like many seniors, he had no idea his heart was at risk, despite feeling perfectly fine. What I'm about to share with you today could have prevented his emergency triple bypass surgery. Most doctors don't discuss these vital vitamins during brief office visits. Today, I'll reveal 7 life-saving vitamins that could protect your heart, backed by decades of medical research and patient success stories. Share your city below and subscribe for more heart health tips. 1. Vitamin D, your heart's missing guardian. After 60. As a heart doctor, I explain to my patients that vitamin D works like a guardian for their heart. It helps control blood pressure, reduces inflammation in blood vessels, and keeps your heart muscles strong. After age 60, your body makes about 50% less vitamin D from sunlight, putting you at higher risk for heart problems. Low vitamin D levels increase your risk of heart attack by up to 80%. Nearly 8 out of 10 of my patients over 60 have dangerously low levels. Without enough vitamin D, your blood pressure can rise and your arteries can stiffen, making your heart work harder than it should. That's why getting enough vitamin D is crucial for your heart health. For heart protection after 60, I recommend 1,000 to 2,000 IU of vitamin D daily. However, check with your doctor first, as your needs may vary, especially if you take blood pressure medications. The timing of your supplement matters too. Take it with your largest meal of the day to help absorption. Choose vitamin D3 instead of D2, as it works better for older adults. The best way to get vitamin D starts with morning sunlight. Just 15 to 20 minutes daily can help. For food sources, I recommend wild-caught fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, which are excellent sources. Egg yolks from pasture-raised chickens provide good amounts too. You can also get vitamin D from fortified milk and orange juice. Even some mushrooms can be good sources when they've been exposed to UV light. Since it's hard to get enough vitamin D from food alone, most of my patients over 60 need supplements. Start with a quality D3 supplement and take it with breakfast or your largest meal. If you're not sure about your vitamin D levels, ask your doctor for a simple blood test. My patient Sarah, 65, was feeling tired all the time until we discovered her low vitamin D levels. She started taking a D3 supplement with breakfast and added salmon to her diet twice weekly. Within 3 months, her energy improved and her heart health markers showed significant progress. Remember, protecting your heart can be as simple as getting enough of this crucial vitamin every day. Remember, just like plants need sunshine to grow strong, your heart needs vitamin D to keep beating strong. It's never too late to give your heart this vital protection it craves. 2. Vitamin B12, the energy secret your heart craves. B12 is essential for making healthy red blood cells that carry oxygen to your heart. After 60, your body has trouble absorbing B12 from food. Nearly 30% of my older patients are deficient. Without enough B12, you might feel tired, dizzy, or short of breath, and your heart has to work much harder to pump blood through your body. Low B12 levels can raise levels of homocysteine in your blood, which can damage your blood vessels and increase your risk of heart disease. I often see this in my practice. Patients come in feeling exhausted, thinking it's just part of aging, when actually they're low in B12. The good news is that this is one of the easiest problems to fix once you know about it. The daily recommended amount is 2.4 micrograms of B12 for adults over 60. However, because absorption decreases with age, many seniors need more. I typically recommend my patients start with a B12 supplement that dissolves under the tongue, as this helps bypass the digestive system, where absorption problems often occur. Take it in the morning, either with or without food. When it comes to food sources, lean meats like beef, pork, and chicken are excellent sources of B12. Fish, especially salmon and sardines, pack a powerful B12 punch too. Eggs and dairy products like yogurt and cheese provide good amounts. For my vegetarian patients, I recommend fortified breakfast cereals and nutritional yeast. Try to include at least 2 B12-rich foods in your daily diet. Recently, my patient Robert, age 72, came to me feeling constantly tired. His heart was working overtime because of low B12 levels. We started him on a daily under-the-tongue B12 supplement and encouraged him to eat more B12-rich foods. Within a month, his energy improved significantly. His heart function tests showed better results too. Remember, it's never too late to boost your B12 levels. Start with B12-rich foods and talk to your doctor about testing your levels and whether a supplement might help. Your heart needs this vital energy source to keep beating strong. 3. CoQ10. Restore your heart's natural power. CoQ10 is a natural substance your body makes to help create energy for your heart. As a heart doctor, I see many patients over 60 whose bodies aren't making enough CoQ10. This becomes especially important if you're taking statin medications for cholesterol, as these drugs can lower your CoQ10 levels even further. Without enough CoQ10, your heart cells struggle to produce the energy they need to pump effectively. The signs of low CoQ10 often show up as tiredness, muscle weakness, and decreased energy for daily activities. I frequently see this in my older patients who are on statins. Many don't realize that their fatigue might be connected to low CoQ10 levels. While some tiredness is normal with aging, severe energy loss could mean your heart isn't getting the fuel it needs. For most adults over 60, I recommend 100 to 200 milligrams of CoQ10 daily. If you're on statin medications, you might need up to 200 to 300 milligrams daily, but always check with your doctor first, especially if you take blood thinners or blood pressure medicines. The best time to take CoQ10 is with your morning or midday meal that contains some fat, as this helps with absorption. When it comes to food sources, organ meats like liver and beef heart contain the highest amounts of CoQ10. Regular muscle meats like beef, pork, and chicken are good sources too. Fatty fish such as salmon, sardines, and mackerel provide CoQ10 along with heart-healthy omega-3s. Some vegetables like spinach and cauliflower contain small amounts, as do nuts and seeds, especially peanuts and sesame seeds. However, it's difficult to get enough CoQ10 from food alone after 60, especially if you're on statins. That's why I often recommend supplements to my older patients. Look for one that contains ubiquinol. This is the form of CoQ10 that's easier for older bodies to absorb. Start with a lower dose and increase gradually to avoid digestive upset. My patient Bill, age 68, was struggling with constant fatigue while on his statin medication. We added 200 milligrams of ubiquinol CoQ10 with his breakfast, and within 3 weeks, his energy levels improved significantly. Your heart works continuously. Make sure it has the fuel it needs to stay strong. 4. Omega-3s, your arteries' best friend. Omega-3s are essential fatty acids that your heart needs, but your body can't produce on its own. As a cardiologist, I consider these nutrients crucial for heart health after 60, when your arteries need extra protection. These healthy fats work like natural anti-inflammatory agents, helping keep your blood vessels flexible and clean. When it comes to heart protection, omega-3s are remarkable. They help reduce dangerous triglycerides in your blood, lower inflammation in your arteries, and can even help maintain a steady heartbeat. Research shows that people with higher omega-3 levels have up to 35% lower risk of heart problems. I've seen these benefits firsthand in my practice, especially among patients over 60. Low omega-3 levels can lead to increased inflammation and higher risk of blood clots. Many of my older patients don't realize they're deficient until they develop symptoms like irregular heartbeat or high triglycerides. The good news is that boosting your omega-3 intake can make a significant difference, even if you start later in life. For heart health, I recommend 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA, the two main types of omega-3s, daily. This might sound complicated, but it's about the amount in 2 servings of fatty fish per week. If you take blood thinners, check with your doctor first, as omega-3s can increase their effects. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, and herring are the best sources of omega-3s. I tell my patients to think of these as heart protection meals. For those who don't eat fish, walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds provide a different type of omega-3. However, your body doesn't convert these plant sources as efficiently, especially after 60. My patient Margaret, 75, was concerned about her rising triglyceride levels. We added 2 servings of salmon weekly and a high-quality fish oil supplement. Within 3 months, her triglycerides dropped by 30% and her heart rhythm became more stable. Remember, omega-3s are like maintenance workers for your arteries. They help keep everything flowing smoothly. Next up, we'll look at vitamin E, another powerful protector that works alongside omega-3s to keep your heart strong as you age. 5. Vitamin B6, your blood pressure's natural partner. Vitamin B6, also known as pyridoxine, is one of your heart's key defenders after 60. In my cardiology practice, I've found that this vitamin plays a crucial role in controlling blood pressure and protecting your heart. It works by helping your body regulate homocysteine, a substance that can damage your blood vessels when levels get too high. Without enough B6, your blood vessels can become damaged and inflamed, leading to higher blood pressure and increased heart strain. I often see this in my older patients. They're taking blood pressure medications but still struggling with high numbers because they're low in B6. Many don't realize that aging affects how well their body processes this important vitamin. For adults over 60, I recommend 1.7 milligrams of vitamin B6 daily for men and 1.5 milligrams for women. However, if you're taking certain blood pressure medications or have kidney problems, you might need different amounts. Always check with your doctor, as B6 can interact with some medications, especially those for Parkinson's disease or seizures. When it comes to food sources, chicken and turkey are excellent providers of B6. Chickpeas and potatoes are great plant-based options that I often recommend to my patients. Fish like salmon and tuna give you a good dose too. Dark leafy greens, bananas, and whole grains can help you meet your daily needs. Try to include at least one B6-rich food in each meal. For many of my patients over 60, getting enough B6 through diet alone can be challenging. If you need a supplement, take it with breakfast or lunch and choose one with no more than 100% of the daily value unless your doctor recommends otherwise. Look for B6 supplements that also contain other B vitamins as they work better together. My patient Helen, age 67, was struggling with stubborn high blood pressure despite taking medications. After we discovered her B6 levels were low, she started eating more B6-rich foods and taking a supplement. Within 2 months, her blood pressure became much more stable. Remember, keeping your B6 levels healthy is a simple yet powerful way to help control your blood pressure naturally. In our next section, we'll explore vitamin E, another crucial nutrient that works with B6 to protect your heart health. 6. Vitamin E. Shield your heart naturally. Vitamin E acts as a powerful antioxidant, protecting your heart and blood vessels from damage. In my years as a cardiologist, I've seen how this vitamin becomes especially important after 60, when your body needs extra protection against oxidative stress. Think of vitamin E as a shield that guards your heart cells from daily wear and tear. Without adequate vitamin E, your blood vessels become more vulnerable to damage and inflammation. Many of my older patients don't realize they're low in this vital nutrient until they develop symptoms like muscle weakness or vision problems. The risk increases if you have diabetes or digestive issues that affect nutrient absorption. For adults over 60, I recommend 15 milligrams, 22.4 international units, of vitamin E daily. However, this needs careful consideration if you're taking blood thinners like warfarin, as vitamin E can increase their effects. Always check with your doctor before starting supplements, especially if you're on multiple medications. Getting vitamin E from food should be your first strategy. Nuts are excellent sources. A handful of almonds or sunflower seeds provides a good amount. Vegetable oils, particularly wheat germ oil and sunflower oil, are rich in vitamin E. Green vegetables like spinach and broccoli contribute meaningful amounts too. Avocados not only provide vitamin E, but also healthy fats that help your body absorb it better. While food sources are best, some of my patients over 60 benefit from supplements. If you choose to supplement, look for natural vitamin E, listed as D-alpha tocopherol, rather than synthetic forms. Take it with a meal containing some healthy fat to improve absorption. Start with a low dose and increase gradually to avoid digestive upset. My patient David, age 71, had concerns about his heart health due to family history. We focused on increasing his vitamin E intake through foods first, adding nuts and seeds to his daily diet. For added protection, we included a moderate supplement. After 6 months, his cardiovascular health markers showed significant improvement. Remember, while vitamin E is important for heart protection, more isn't always better. Focus on consistent, moderate intake from food sources first. Next, we'll explore our final vitamin, K2, which works alongside vitamin E to keep your arteries clear and healthy. 7. Vitamin K2, the forgotten heart protector. While most people know vitamin K1 for blood clotting, vitamin K2 is the unsung hero for heart health after 60. As a cardiologist, I see this as one of the most overlooked nutrients for preventing heart disease. K2's main job is directing calcium to your bones where it belongs, instead of letting it build up in your arteries. When your body lacks K2, calcium can accumulate in your blood vessels, making them stiff and inflexible. This is especially common in older adults taking calcium supplements for bone health. Without enough K2, that calcium might end up in your arteries instead of your bones, increasing your risk of heart disease. For adults over 60, I recommend 90 to 120 micrograms of K2 daily. However, if you're taking blood thinners like warfarin, be especially careful and keep your K2 intake consistent. Always talk to your doctor before making any changes. The best sources of K2 include aged cheeses like Gouda and Brie, egg yolks from pasture-raised chickens, and grass-fed butter. Natto, a fermented soybean product, is the richest source but isn't widely available. Fermented vegetables like sauerkraut provide smaller amounts. Since K2 can be hard to get from diet alone after 60, many of my patients benefit from supplements. Look for the MK7 form of K2 and take it with a fatty meal for better absorption. My patient Patricia, age 73, improved her arterial flexibility after 6 months of adding K2-rich foods and supplements to her routine. Remember, K2 works like a traffic cop, directing calcium to strengthen your bones rather than harden your arteries. Along with the other vitamins we've discussed, it's crucial for heart health as you age. As a heart specialist, I've seen how these 7 vitamins can make a remarkable difference in heart health after 60. From vitamin D's protective shield and B12's energy boost to K2's calcium direction, each plays a vital role in keeping your heart strong. Remember, it's never too late to start caring for your heart. Talk to your doctor about testing your vitamin levels, especially if you're taking medications. Start with food sources first, then consider supplements if needed. Small changes in your daily routine can lead to significant improvements in your heart health. Share your heart health journey below, and remember to subscribe for more expert health advice.